Speaking of hockey, after losing AHL Player of the Month Cole Gutman yesterday with an upper body injury for the next 3 to 4 weeks, the Icehogs got an eye-popping pair of additions to their roster on Wednesday. Second-round pick Paul Ludwinski is set to join the Hogs on a loan from Chicago, and third-round pick Nick Lardis joins the squad on an amateur tryout. Both are joining the State Line squad after being knocked out of the playoffs in the Ontario Hockey League. Both have shined this season in that league as the 18-year-old Lardis picked up 50 points in 37 games, and Ludwinski snagged 69 points in 60 games this year.